Hello my friends, this is Boques Blade. Of course, many of you know me as Blade Boques. In any case, I was asked to give an official message as the guild leader of Exceptional Legion as to our position in Guild Wars 2. I looked into the game, it looks exceptional, and I think that our guild would be a great fit in it. However, I need to let you guys know, in video as I enjoy presenting rather than just typing, that I will not be the guild leader for Guild Wars 2. Nor will I be playing it, or playing any other games. Let me just quickly touch on entertainment in general. I think entertainment is excellent. It's so much fun. We had so many great adventures in SWTOR, and let me tell you guys, I would not have traded those months for anything. It was precious to me, I cherish it, it was just a great time. I made so many excellent friends, you are among them, and it was just a wonderful experience. You know, so many people look at the internet like, oh, it's the anonymity where people are going to post anything, they're going to be rude to each other. That's just not the case. You know, that does happen, sure. But most of them are young and immature and they're learning. You know, I started playing games when I was 12. Made some of my best friends then and I still have them. Here's the thing, we're all people behind the computer screen. So, I want you guys to know, I wasn't just going to type, yeah, I'm not going to do the Guild Wars 2 thing. I want you guys to know that, after I turn off this battery alarm here, okay, that you guys meant so much to me throughout our whole experience, and just thank you guys for your friendship. It was excellent. The adventures we had, I will never ever forget. Now, the danger here is that it was such an amazing time that it threatens to imprison my life, as the past deeds of all of our lives threaten to imprison us. It marks out a path which, you know, it's laid by our habits. We need to be careful. We need to be careful what we do and how we spend our time. All you have to do is log into SWTOR or any other game, type /played and figure out how many days you spent there. Now that's not inherently bad. It is entertainment. Entertainment, having hobbies is great. I still have the same job I had before I played SWTOR back last year. I still live in the same house. I still have my same friends, most of them. And, you know, overall, more or less, my life is the same. But what you really see when you look at that hour count, or really, it's a day count for me, and probably for many of you, is that you have an accumulation of time, days, weeks, months, in some cases, that people spend as spectators to life, instead of participants. And life is not a spectator sport. Okay, sure there's downtime, but I learned from Jim Rohn, who is an ultra success, that we must rest very little. Okay? Now, I needed a rest at the end of last year for many reasons, as we all do throughout our lives. And I got it. And I got it, and I made a lot of friends, and I had so much fun. But I'm not going to be able to continue that life train and do the things that I really want to do. Now, let me quickly go over, in Guild Wars 2, everybody's going to be playing it online. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Instead of reading the forums, I'm going to be reading the books. Okay, instead of listening to the soundtracks and listening to the adventure songs, I'm going to be listening to Beethoven, to Bach, to Zig Ziglar, to Jim Rohn, to Tony Robbins, to Jim Toner, to the people who will plant ideas in my mind's garden, which will become fertile plants for me in the future. Now, I did not actually plan on telling a story here, but I'm about to, so just bear with me. The Chinese bamboo tree. It's actually a really interesting phenomenon. I love this story. Told me originally through an audio tape by Zig Ziglar. And this basically says, you plant the Chinese bamboo tree, and you water it every day. And as it goes along, you water it every single day for the first year, and, well, nothing happens. It sits there in this little pot. But the garden is very patient, and he understands the process, and so the second year comes around, and he waters, and he waters, and he waters, and he takes care, and he makes sure the sunlight's coming through. The soil has the nutrients, and he waters, and at the end of the second year, nothing happens. Well, he waters it again for the third year, and nothing happens. Waters it again, nothing happens. A fifth year, nothing happens. Now, somewhere between 3 and 6 weeks, the bamboo tree will sprout 90 feet in the air. Now, the question I asked you is, well, did the bamboo tree grow 90 feet in 6 weeks, or did the bamboo tree grow 90 feet in 5 years? Well, the answer is simple, because if the gardener stopped watering it at any point along the way, that bamboo tree was not going to grow 90 feet at all. It would have died long ago. So that's very similar to our mind's garden and the process of self-help, which is basically just making more of yourself. So I need the ideas planted in my mind, as you all do, and I encourage you guys to do something similar. Now, entertainment, like I said, is not inherently bad, but it just depends on what you want to get out of your life. The greatest source of misery is self-misery, and we do that by we impose that upon ourselves by doing a little bit less than we could. All of which we are capable needs to be accomplished on a daily basis, and we need to live like our life, or we need to work like our life hangs in the balance. We really do. Doing a little bit less than we could starts the erosion. Starts to erode our own philosophy. Our sense of self-worth decreases, and the self-esteem as well. So just keep in mind, guys, all of the ideas are out there. The successes have been made. It's written about book after book after book. You can find it. But I really just wanted to impress upon you guys. I love the journey that we've had so far. I'm not going to be continuing. The website will stay up until it no longer, I guess it runs out of money. I think I put upwards of $200 or $300 in it. I don't know. It'll last for a little while, but when it's gone, it's gone. Now, here's what I want to also say. I've met 4 people in real life, as people have been calling it. Let me see, make sure I'm not out of time. We're good. Okay. And one of those is a pharmacist, a great friend of mine back in my old Mech Warrior clan. Another one was a friend of mine in Star Wars Galaxies. He was my Jedi apprentice, I guess, when I played that game and had fun in high school. And he got me my job here. 2 others were also in my Mech Warrior clan as a teen. And now 2 of those work for me. One of them worked for me for a while, got the experience, and is now working somewhere else. And his little brother then came to join up and get some life experience. So I want you to know personally that you are my friend if you are watching this. And I will either call you if you guys just want to talk and hang out and whatever else. If I'm in the area, my expense, I will come and see you. If you want to hang out, I'm totally willing to do that. I value you as a friend. Okay, so that's basically the message. I wasn't going to type it out. That's, first of all, a lot of typing. And just second of all, you know, I think it means a lot more coming from a guy with sunglasses that you can see how cool they are. So I know that's important to you because it's important to me. Well, guys, I wish you the best, and I hope that you're going to do what I do and say, today I begin a new life. Today I shed my old skin which hath too long suffered the bruises of failure and the wounds of mediocrity. Today I am born again, born anew, and my birthplace is a vineyard where there is fruit for all. You know, today I will pluck the grapes of wisdom from the tallest and fullest vines in the vineyard, for they were planted by the wisest of my profession, who have come before me, generation upon generation. I hope you say that to yourself today. And I hope you realize that whatever it is that you want out of your life, somebody else wanted that first, did it, wrote how they pulled themselves out of the ghetto, out of the gutter, out of physical deformity, into a position of power, of influence, of righteousness, of spirituality, if you believe in that, of just overall leadership and charisma, and it's all been done. You guys can have whatever it is that you want. You just need to make the clear distinction on what it is you want, and then every day make an effort towards that goal. Alright guys, well, I hope you have an excellent day, and for those of you who are going to be enjoying it, I hope you have an excellent Guild Wars 2.